Super awesome. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Lean Addict. And in this episode, I want to talk about the why diets don't work. Now, most people get onto the diet saying that I wanted to get healthy, I want to get in shape, I want to lose some weight, I want to lose some fat, I want to get a little strong, I want to get a little lean. I mean, there could be various aspects and various goals as to why anybody would get onto the diet. But the only problem is the sustainability factor. Most people cannot hold on to that, whatever they're doing, for a long, sustained period of time. And there are a few factors that are directly influencing these changes what anybody's trying to make, and that is exactly what I'm going to be talking over here. So the first one is a short term thinking. So when people actually get onto certain things, like you must have heard a lot of people or even yourself have started off saying that, hey, you know what, I'm just gonna get onto diet, the 4 letter word, right? And then they say, okay, from New Year resolution, from the next month, first week of next month, from Monday, and whatnot. So the problem is that it is only, when you make that kind of a change, it's only going to be for a short period of time, because the diet what anybody is actually prescribing you will not necessarily be in sync with your lifestyle. By that I mean, so whoever is actually telling you certain things to do, so probably possibly they're going to give you a diet chart. Okay, eat this for the breakfast, eat this for the snack, eat this for the lunch, and it goes on, right? So the only problem is that you are actually thinking, even before you could take a step, what you're actually thinking is, I'm going to do this for the next 3 months and I'm going to lose a lot of weight. What is the problem with that is, it's a very short term thinking, and by that I mean, you're not looking for the result to be forever. It is not like a permanent fat loss, but instead like a very temporary weight loss. I mean, sure, it works for some time and for some people, but the only problem is that you must have also heard that, a lot of people saying, you know what, the moment I quit my gym, the moment I stop whatever I've been doing, I gained a lot, not just about whatever I have lost, but even more than that I have actually lost, right? So it is nothing but, your body is actually getting into a mode where it's called as a starvation response. Okay, it's a very brilliant self-defensive mechanism by your body. In case if I run out of the food, I need to conserve as much as fat as I can. So that is the primary cause as to why people are gaining much more than they have lost. Okay, so what I would suggest you to do is not, don't just go with any prescription what anybody's giving you, but rather I want you to see certain things as to, is this particular plan is going to give me what I want. By that I mean, can I sustain this for the rest of my life? Can I keep it going? Is it in sync with my lifestyle? Let's say that you're going for a party, you're going for a wedding or something. You cannot just say, I'm on a keto diet, right? Even at the workplace or even at your home, you cannot just say, I'm on an Atkins diet or something, because those things could be working for some people who are predominantly living that kind of a lifestyle or in that kind of an environment. But if you are a person who is actually, doing the completely, totally opposite, and if you want to get into that where your surroundings is predominantly doing certain things, which is not necessarily in sync with you, and that is when you fail, because you will do it for a week or two or something like that. But my question is, what happens on the third month? What happens after 6 months? Right? You are definitely going to go on a holiday and then be like, you know what, I'm on a holiday, I want to do whatever I want, and now you're going to get back to your regular self. So once you get back to your regular self, it is really hard for you to come back, because your brain is doing everything within its powers to, not letting you go back to whatever you've been doing, right? So that is why the diets don't work. I mean, it's easy for anybody to say. It's easy for me to say that, you know what, eat eggs for breakfast and chicken for dinner and broccoli for lunch. I mean, it's easy, but the point is, can you incorporate it for the rest of your life? Now that's the question, right? So that's the first thing that people are looking at, a very short-term approach. Number two is, of course, saying no to food. So anything which is available in this particular diet chart, right? So what happens is, when you actually get onto that particular phase of cutting down your fat or anything, there is a different approach that you need to take, right? By that I mean, when you start saying no to certain type of food, especially when of any of your favorite food or anything like that, which is high in calories or which is not good in calories. So anytime when you step onto that kind of a phase, the more you say no to certain kind of food, the more your brain will start craving for it. And that's when you are in a constant fight. I'm sure you must have faced it when you get onto that kind of phase, and then you'll be like, you know what, I'm not going to eat this, but I'm going to eat this. But the problem is that the more you say no to it, the more stressed you get in your mind. So the more stressed you get your mind, there is a hormone which is called as a cortisol, right? So that the cortisol, that particular hormone just goes up. When that goes up, you're no way burning your fat, because your body is stressed out. I mean, emotionally, physically, you're stressed out. Yeah. Every time when you step onto the mirror, when you look at yourself, you don't like what you're seeing. So these things could potentially harm your emotional reaction. See, everything is like a, pretty much like a vicious circle, and you're like stuck in the rut. You're not able to just get out of this particular hole. What I would say is rather not, go on to the diet, but instead start nourishing your body, start balancing out your nutrition. That's what I would say, because as you all know it, if you can, I don't want to get into too much of science, but you can just make a basic classification of your nutrition on an everyday basis. Whatever you're eating, just make a basic classification and understand how the food works and what is the impact that could do on your body. Yeah. So you will be able to be in a better position to actually evaluate and just see, okay, so this I can eat, or this one I can eat, but still I know what to do to take it out. You know what I mean? Take it out as a not literal sense of taking a dump on in the next morning. That's not what I'm trying to say, but literally burning off those empty bad calories. So speaking of calories, it's more of like, protein, carbs, and fats you have in every food that you consume, or you have the micro as a vitamin and minerals and all that. So this is what I'm trying to say. Always have a balance. Always try to nourish your body rather than diet. Don't say no to your food. Why? You want to lose weight. Why? You want to be happy, right? But I don't think so. You're happy by saying no to all the food. Food is one of the guilty pleasures that we cannot say no to. Why would we, right? Food is everything, is what I believe. So let's not give up on that one, but at the same time, let's get healthy as well. Let's get in shape as well. So by that I mean, when you really get these concepts of the micronutrients and the macronutrients, right? That is when you get to a position where you don't have to diet. And that's exactly when you don't have to be worried about the food, worried about every calories that you consume, and really worried about your weight. You don't have to be in that position. So what I'm really trying to say is, when you consume a bucket of fried chicken or a bowl of vegetable, okay, it is going to do something to your body. And that is not the same impact that is going to do to my body if I have that bowl of vegetable or a bucket of fried chicken. Okay, so how do you get to that position? The only way to get to that position is understanding the mechanics of the food and the impact, the lasting impact on your body. So every food is changing your body literally. Yeah. So how it works on your body, how it doesn't, I mean, it is a gradual process. So I have in my academy where I'm teaching you all these things, where how every food is working on your body, what exactly it is doing, what is the possible impact, positive, negatives, all of it, right? And how to time these nutrition. Because what I feel is, when I was actually doing the research for over the years, I studied a lot of people, like, all the PhDs, the doctors, the bodybuilders, the professionals, celebrities, personal trainers, everybody, right? So there is one model that everybody is doing it, but still other people are really finding it difficult to even just to look at them or model it or whatever. It's just like really difficult. I mean, doctors, sure, of course they can help you, but they can only help you with the meds, that is after the damage. But I'm really talking about the precaution. So what exactly you can do to, prevent certain things, like, for obvious reasons, overweight or obesity. We don't want to look like that, right? So what I'm giving you is, let's not go to that spot, because nobody gets fat by accident. People can still blame on genetics and thyroid and complications, but there is definitely, most definitely a way for you to get back at it and get in the perfect shape possible. So this is pretty much what I teach my academy. So if you find value in this video, I want you to stay engaged with it. And if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe and hit a like, and stay engaged with me. I'll be coming with a lot more. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.